What if everything you believe about genius is a lie? We call Mozart a natural prodigy, a gift from the gods, someone born with talent the rest of us could never achieve. But the truth, Mozart was made, not born, and that changes everything. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is the ultimate symbol of effortless genius. Child prodigy, composing symphonies at age 5, performing for royalty across Europe. We tell his story as proof that some people are just born with extraordinary talent and the rest of us are UNT. It's a comforting narrative because it lets us off the hook. I'm not Mozart, so why bother trying? But here's what that story leaves out. Mozart's father, Leopold, was one of Europe's leading music instructors, and from the moment Wolfgang could sit upright, Leopold subjected him to one of the most intensive training regimens in history. Mozart didn't casually stumble into genius. He was drilled relentlessly. Hours of practice daily. Technique, theory, compositional, before most children learn to read. By age 5, when Mozart was composing, his father was heavily editing, correcting, and refining his work. Those early compositions weren't pure Mozart, they were collaborations, learning exercises. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the thousands of hours of deliberate practice, the constant feedback, the failures and revisions. We just see the final product, child prodigy, and assume it was magic. It wasn't. It was work, invisible, relentless work that started before Mozart could even remember. Researchers analyzed Mozart's compositions chronologically, his early works, technically proficient but unremarkable, derivative of other composers. It wasn't until his late teens, after more than a decade of intensive practice, that his truly original, masterful work emerged. Even then, Mozart continued to struggle, revise and refine. He didn't wake up one day able to compose masterpieces. He built that ability brick by brick, note by note, over years of effort. But we erase that process. We call him a natural genius and move on. And in doing so, we create a myth that discourages everyone else. If you have to work that hard, you're not really talented. That belief is poison. The Mozart myth isn't just inaccurate, it's dangerous. It tells people that greatness is bestowed, not built, that if you're struggling, you're not meant to succeed. But the truth is the opposite. Struggle is the mechanism of mastery. Mozart struggled. He just started earlier and worked harder than almost anyone in history. The real lesson of Mozart is UNT, that talent does UNT matter. It as that what we call talent is often just early, invisible effort. Genius isn't born, it's forged. And if Mozart needed 10,000 plus hours to become Mozart, what makes you think you can shortcut the process? You can't. And that's okay, because the process is available to everyone. The principle Mozart's story reveals is, what looks like talent is often invisible effort. Society worships effortless genius because it confirms the fixed mindset belief that ability is innate. But when you study actual geniuses, the pattern is always the same. Early start, intensive training, relentless practice, delayed mastery. Mozart didn't bypass the process, he started younger. Throughout history, we've erased the work and mythologized the outcome, and that myth has convinced millions of people to give up.